In this seller's market with interest rates on the rise and home prices skyrocketing, will we see another major crash? Before we start jumping to any conclusions, I want to remind you of two factors that make this market very different than what was happening in 2008. Hey, I'm Chase Gallimore with the Shoals Realty, and today I want to break down those differences so you can make a better decision on what to do with your housing needs. First, let's take a look at risks. There are product risk and borrower risk. Loose lending standards were a huge contributor to the 2008 market crash. And you can see the high risk indicated here, but you can also see that it's no longer a factor. The type of loans that caused those issues are no longer in existence. All of this leads us to our second factor. That's foreclosure. Believe it or not, foreclosure is at an all-time low right now across the US. That has a lot to do with those stricter lending standards that have been set in place. So if you think about it, stricter lending standards means a more qualified buyer, which means less foreclosure at the other end of the deal. So what about those rising home costs? That's our next question. With a higher home cost and a rising interest rate, does that make it more difficult to find a more qualified buyer? According to the Federal Reserve, this actually is not the case. While it has risen recently, the ratio of mortgage to disposable income shows that we have seen much worse, and we're in a very good place right now. That's very different from 2007. So all of this means that buying a home right now should absolutely still be on the table. If you have any questions about the real estate market or your family's plan to buy or sell a home, give me a shout. I'll be glad to help. Just don't settle for less. Call Chase Gallimore.